Alright, I have the temporary setup for the hermit crabs that are going to be going into the new setup. Gosh, I need to learn how to use that word less often. There will also be 3 or 4 more hermes that will be in the new enclosure, but 3 of them are still very small, and I'm waiting to just have them grow up a little more and get to know them a little more before I trust them with these big guys. And then 1 is molting, so yeah. Anyways, of course this is a temporary setup, so disclaimer, this is not how you properly set up a hermit crab tank. But yeah, just got their fresh and saltwater bowls. I put green sand in them, and then I've just got pretty thin layer of substrate, just enough so that they can cover themselves if they do feel really stressed. Yeah, then I've got a variety of shells, obviously not enough to sustain them if this was their actual setup, which by the way would be way too small, but yeah. Anyways, just got enough so that they aren't fighting. Got a variety of sizes and stuff. That way they aren't fighting about shells, because not all of these guys are from the same colony. And so right now, when I have them in this 5-gallon, is actually some of the first times that they are interacting with each other. So yeah, I don't want any fighting. I've also got quite a few different hides here. Just got this on top of that, so there's 3 hides, and then I've got a 4th one that sits quite securely on top of all of those hides. Got some fake plants, and we've just got, I said, the ramps, and then I'm gonna put a food dish either here or possibly actually on top of here, and then it's gonna be multi-sided and stuff so that they don't have to fight over that. I might even actually put in 2 food dishes now that I think of it. But yeah, and then there will be a variety of high protein and high calcium foods to help also discourage fighting. So yeah. Anyways, if you're wondering how I chose who's gonna be in the new setup and who's going to be the ambassador crabs for the rescue, basically I just looked for unique features that are underrepresented, sorry, I can't talk apparently, within the hermit crab community. So, for example, really large hermes, and then also hermes like purple pinchers that actually do prefer D openings, like this guy here. He is a purple pincher, which they normally prefer O openings, but consistently, even with options of O opening shells, plenty of options, literally over 25 different options, he consistently chose the D openings. So yeah, stuff like that. Also ones with really unique colors, like this guy. This is Gallium. He's always been very dark in color. Yeah. Obviously, I'm also putting all of the OGs in the setup. The guys that started it all started both this channel, and actually they are also the reason that I have the animals that I have today anyways. If I hadn't gotten these guys, I never would have learned about any of this, actually. So yeah. Of course, I'm also going to be putting Midnight in here. She's my tiny little girl, but she is currently with the captive bred babies, and those 3 will all be put into the setup later on, once I can be confident that everybody is mellowed down more and that they are able to stick up for themselves and not get injured or fought against, since they are so tiny. But yeah, there's going to be a total of 17 hermit crabs in the setup. This is going to be a 200-gallon setup, so that is of appropriate size, but yeah. I'm hoping that eventually, if it all goes well, I might even add another 75 gallons to this setup, which would be, gosh, that would be amazing. If I did that, then it would be the 1 bioactive setup, and then I'd have 1 75-gallon that's just filled to the top with substrate for burrowing, all 21 inches deep. And then another that has virtually no substrate and is only for climbing. If I got to do that, that would be beyond amazing, honestly. But that is way in the future. If that happens, I will not, most likely not, be adding any more Hermes. But yeah. There we go. Here they all are. Of course, this tank would be way, 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 way too small. Yeah. There are currently 14 hermit crabs in here. This is only a 30-gallon setup. There is not enough shells, not enough hides, not large enough water bowls, not deep enough substrate, not large enough tank. Nothing in this is set up long-term, so keep that in mind. But yeah, basically I'm going to be just watching tonight since it's their first time all interacting together. Just making sure that there's no chirping going on or really like guarding noises. And no, like, just, yeah, basically making sure that they aren't fighting to the extent where they're injuring each other. A little bit of bickering is okay, since that's, well, that's how they are. But yeah, really excited, and just seeing them all mingling like this makes me even more excited for what's yet to come and what's going to be going on in the future with all of the setups. But yeah, keep in mind I also made sure that none of these guys were showing signs of molting soon, which is why I feel comfortable having them in a small amount of substrate, even though there's so many. But yeah. Thanks for watching. If you like this video or you want to know what the setup's going to look like, then please subscribe, because I will have a fully edited, just complete tutorial basically on how I make the setup. Of course, that hasn't been fully done yet, so I can't really explain much about it. But yeah, that will be coming out sometime in the future, so if you'd like to see that, consider subscribing. If you like this video, then like this video, and I will see you next time.